Hey, Grand Rising. It is Wednesday, January 28th, 2026. Cheers. So, big cup today because I had to go out. I didn't have to go out, but I had to go out. And I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about how irritated I am, but I'm not irritated with the reason I had to go out. I'm irritated with the weather, Elkhart, and drivers. That's what I'm irritated with. Can't stand driving in Elkhart for any reason. I can't stand driving in snow and Elkhart at the same time. And then you add people in it and it's a fucking disaster for me. It's a disaster for me. Because people don't give people room to drive and everyone's riding everyone else's asses and it's not fun for me. Grand Rising Kelly. So I got up this morning. My daughter could not find a ride to and from the dentist this morning. So it's my oldest daughter. So, and I wasn't sure, like I couldn't promise to take her to the dentist this morning if the youngest one had a 2-hour delay. I couldn't promise that. If she had a 2-hour delay, then I would not have been available to take her to and from the dentist. But since school was closed today, I was available to take her. So I got up and I went and I picked her up, took her to the dentist, sat there, waited for her, took her back home, and then got home myself. And that's not what irritated me. The doing of the thing wasn't what irritated me. What irritated me was just Elkhart, driving, and people. I'm sorry, Elkhart, snow, and people. Because who the fuck wants to drive in Elkhart? I don't know who you are, but I can't stand it. And apparently, it's been so long since I have driven in Elkhart that between the last time I drove in Elkhart and this time when I drove in Elkhart, the straight lane to go, like, there's a turn only lane at Hively and then you go straight. And then it used to be Lusher was straight and it was both straight or turn. It was straight or turn. Now it's turn only. On Lusher from Maine, it's turn. I don't know how long it's been like that, but I haven't been there since they've done it, since before they've done it. Whatever. Because I was in that lane, I was like, oh, this is a straight lane too. No, the fuck it's not. I can't stand driving in Elkhart. Did you know there's 3 sections of 3rd Street? They're all one way. And you can't find your way through any of them? On a great day, on a crappy snowy day, you're not going to do anything. Thank God for GPS. So, either way, I'm home safely and not going back to Elkhart anytime soon. And that's one of the reasons I asked my kid to find another way. It's because mom did not want to be driving in Elkhart. Again, I will go to get my kids. I will go do for my kids. It's the whole driving to the other place that drives me crazy. I don't know why. And it could be. So, I got to tell you this. So, since you are aware of the whole Elkhart thing and whatnot, my first experience with Elkhart driving was as a student driver in driver's training with Dory Kaiser. I know you remember Dory. She was my driving instructor, and she had me parallel park right on the corner, and I was able to show my daughter where it was because we were facing it. Like, I come up on this road, I was like, oh, that's the spot where I had to parallel park right by the tracks, right around a corner. There's like, I hated it. I hated it so much. I hated parallel parking at 16 years old so much that I will refuse to drive to Elkhart if I absolutely can. Either way, so I'm up. I'm doing a little bit better this morning, talking about boundaries yesterday and learning about things. And so it was, I'm going to say it, the husband and I, because this is what I do. It was the husband and I. He was having an attitude, and I didn't know why he was having such an attitude for. Like, I was doing everything I was supposed to be doing. If I felt like I had an attitude, I sit here in my hermit bubble I just sit here in my hermit bubble. If I've got an attitude, I'm not going near anyone. I know better. I know that I don't want to argue with those people. And if I know that my attitude sucks, I'm just going to sit here in my hermit bubble. If you come near me, I might growl and I might push you away if I'm in my hermit bubble and I'm not feeling the best. And so after 3 days with the husband not having a good attitude, then he realized that he didn't have a good attitude. After everything we said to each other, all of the arguing and screaming and back and forth, look, it's real life, people. So it's what happens. Are we going to kiss and make up and move on? Yes. If you mad at me, I don't know, go take a nap. Go get you what you need. I've said, and he reiterated this to me yesterday morning. He said, because we were kind of screaming still yesterday morning, and he says, what's that thing your class said? Halt, hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. He says, I'm hungry and I'm tired. I said, well, then go fucking fix it, because I can't fix it for you, nor can I make you fix it. So if you've got to realize this stuff, and that's something that we're all learning, is how to realize, hey, maybe I'm hungry and that's why I'm being a bitch, or maybe I'm tired and that's why I'm not feeling the best. Maybe I'm not feeling the best because I'm lonely. Maybe I'm just angry. And a lot of times lately, I'm just angry. I'm not angry at anyone. I'm angry at myself for not being a better mom that could have helped to make better choices. But I don't let that anger overrun me either. I just sit and I know deep down that me being angry with myself is a symptom, a byproduct of grief. And I know that I don't have to live in it. And I don't. So I get angry, yes. And then I just sit here. And I don't stew like I used to. I turn on a TV show. I knit my socks. I do my activities, whatever I'm doing. But I don't sit here and unpack and live in my angry moment. Am I angry? Am I going to continue to be angry? I'll probably be angry for the rest of my life. But it's not something that I can change. Unless I invent the time machine, or someone can, unless we can start traveling time, there's not a fucking thing I can do. So sometimes you just got to feel through your feelings and feel through your anger. And that's kind of what I was reiterating to the husband yesterday, is that, look, he tried telling me I've been crying excessively all the time. And yes, I do cry a lot. Not so much these days, because a lot of times I catch myself. I'm wiping my tears up off the table. Because lately they just fall and there's nothing to catch them. But I'll find myself tearing up in the middle of doing dishes or in the middle of doing something. And I have to stop myself and tell myself, no, we're not being emotional right now. We're getting this done. No, we're not doing this right now. We're getting this done. I have to remind myself. I have to be aware of what I'm doing to myself. That also could impact others. And, if you're up and happy and you're doing stuff that's not affecting others, or if you're sad and it's not affecting others, go ahead, do that. But it's when we are sad, mad, other stuff, and we treat others like crap because we're feeling a certain way, and that's not okay. I'm not saying I've never done it. I'm learning just like everybody else. And so that's why I do these videos too, is because I'm learning right along with everyone else. Just because I'm telling y'all doesn't mean I got it figured out. Just because I'm giving the advice doesn't mean I know how to fucking take it. So yeah, it's important to begin to learn those signs, which is why I've said it so much. If you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, stop. HALT. Halt yourself. Figure out which one and figure out what you need to do to fix it. Sometimes it's an internal thing that you need to do for yourself. that no one else is going to be able to do for you. If you're feeling tired, no one's going to make you go to sleep. No one's going to make you take a nap. I mean, they can tell you all day long, go to bed, go to bed, go to bed, but it doesn't mean you're gonna. I can tell my husband all day, you know what, you're cranky, go to bed, leave me alone. And doesn't mean he's gonna. Is he gonna leave me alone? Probably. Is he gonna go right to sleep? No, because he's his own person. Just like I am my own person as well. So yeah, it's important to recognize that. Can we all recognize it immediately? No. It is a practiced skill that one must practice before getting the hang of it. And lately, I've been getting the hang of it. When I feel like I'm in a mood and I'm like, I let people know. I say, hey, psst, I know you need things from me, but I'm not feeling the best today. So come tell me what you need and then walk away. And I will really say it just like that. Just tell me what you need. I will get it done. Walk away. Just leave me alone and leave me to be in my own little hermitified world. And then I get over my attitude by myself. Others think that if they got an attitude, somebody else got to fix it. It's not my job to fix your attitude. It's your job to fix your attitude. And how about we learn, look, everything happens for a reason, whether you like it or not. And sometimes when you, like yesterday morning, when the husband said, hey, it's me, I've got an attitude. Because I really could not figure out for the life of me why he was angry, and I was the scapegoat for it. I couldn't fathom it. I couldn't figure it out. And it seemed like the more he was angry, the more I cried, which made it worse. But eventually he got to the point, I left him alone. I just walked away. I'm like, you know what? Deal with it on your own. I'm not. And I didn't continue to message him. I didn't like I normally do. I normally am like, send, 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 send. That's what I normally do. And I started doing that. And then I just said, you know what? I'm not. Because I don't deserve that. What's up? Nothing? Okay. So, we got to the point where I'm kind of talking about you right now. I love you very much. Okay. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about what happened with us so others can be more aware. Okay. So, and I'm not okay all the time with, being the fix-it person, being the go-to, like, I need to fix this. Sometimes I don't need to fix it. Sometimes the people that are angry with me need to figure out why they're angry to begin with. And possibly it's not even me that they're angry with. They're just angry and I'm the one in view, in sight. So, and it's not just the husband, it's other people. Sometimes they search me out just because they want to. I'm referring to the cousin that was a piece of work the day after Jeremiah. Punch his face. Anyhow, see, we have emotions. And they're not always good emotions. They're not always the best emotions. Sometimes things will make you just make a face that you don't want to make. It makes you ugly and it makes you feel ugly and you're just, it's good because your attitude is ugly in that moment. But you can switch it back. You can do something different. And that's one of the reasons that, I'm kind of talking about this morning is that, I said to the husband, he's sitting right here. I'm not hiding the fact. I'm not talking about him like, oh, son of a bitch. No, I'm not doing that. I am. Are you laughing over there? Okay. Whatever. So, but he did really say to me, hey, maybe I'm just tired and hungry and that's why I am. I said, well, then maybe we need to figure it out a little bit sooner the next time. And the reason that happened is for us to figure out that that's the reason, or that's what he needs to start doing. It's not something that you just know. a lot of these things that we're learning with our emotions, with how we deal with our emotions, with how we deal with other people when we're feeling a certain way, it's practice. You gotta fucking practice. So you're never gonna get it, but you gotta begin. You gotta consciously say, hey, I don't want this to happen again. So what can I do differently this time? And so, and even if I don't do that every single time in this moment, I'm still practicing. You're going to have slip ups. You're not going to get it 100% of the time at the beginning. I bet you stumbled a couple times when you learned how to walk, and you weren't completely fluent in your sentences when you were learning how to talk. So this too takes practice. What's up with you?
I don't know how to do corners, and I want 2 corners.
I will braid your hair in a few minutes.
Okay.
If you want to, I can braid your hair in a few minutes. I can't do what Abaya does, but I will braid your hair.
She's on the video.
Yeah, I'm on the video. I told her I will talk to her if I see her standing there, I know she needs something, so I will stop doing what I get out of here. They do stuff just to irritate me. Get out of here. Like, I love my children, I love my husband, and then they will say something to me in the moment that I'm like, you know what, I love you, but get the fuck out. Go somewhere else. My daughter did that to me. I dropped her off we got to the dentist appointment, and right before she got out of the vehicle to get into the dentist, she said something that was way off the wall. I don't remember what it was. It's probably sexual because that's what she does. And it was like, oh no, get the fuck out of my car right now with that shit. I don't want to hear it. And she laughed and she got out, went to her dentist appointment, came back out, got in the car, and we left. So sometimes life is hard, man. And these last couple of days, it's been hard. But I've also resolved that we're not going to have any more of these days. You need to practice. Just like I've practiced over the last 10 years or so, you need to practice as well, which is what I told the husband. You need to practice. If I need to practice how I deal with my emotions and people when I'm having emotions, then so the fuck do you. So I'm not even sorry, because I'm not putting up with it anymore. You got an attitude? God, fine, go on. Have your attitude. Have your attitude if you want. But don't bring me in to your attitude. You got an attitude, go deal with it on your own. I love you. And go deal with your attitude on your own. If you need something from me, I will do it for you. But leave me alone. Until your attitude is done, don't talk to me. Because I'm not going to have someone getting shitty with me because they got an attitude with themselves for whatever reason that's with themselves and not me. So, find your own things on a Wednesday to feel grateful for. And I'm grateful that I was able to take my daughter to the dentist and back, and I made it back safely. And I'm going to sit here and knit the rest of the day. I've asked the husband what he's willing to do. He has the day off, and so he's on it. He's got things going that I'm not going to be involved in. I'm just going to sit here and be involved with myself. So I'm grateful for that opportunity. I'm grateful that I made it through Elkhart all the way and safely, because that was a big thing for me this morning. I'm grateful for the coffee that I was able to take with me, and I'm grateful that my heart's beating. I'm grateful that I was able to help my daughter. That's probably the biggest thing today. I'm grateful that, because she was going to walk, and then I realized, okay, Jalen doesn't have school, so we don't have to worry about the 2-hour delay. She was going to walk. I was like, no. Do I want to drive to Elkhart? No. But do I want you walking? I want you walking less than I like driving in Elkhart. So I guess I'll deal with driving in Elkhart so you don't walk. I love you more than I hate Elkhart. I love you more than I hate Elkhart. So, and it's just putting your different intentions into different feelings. You can do that. They're mixed emotions for a reason. So if you can't find anything on a Wednesday to feel grateful for, you can be grateful that you can wipe your own butt on any given day, at any given moment, because we all pooping. So might as well feel gratitude for that, and that someone else doesn't have the job, and that they're not doing the job that you've paid them to do. Whether they get paid by you or not is irrelevant. If someone's paid to wipe your butt and they don't do the job, I don't know what to tell you, man. So just be grateful that you can do it yourself now. also be your own magic, find your own magic. Sometimes your own magic is in dealing with you on your terms. And that's kind of what I was told the husband is that, like, yeah, have an attitude, but go deal with it on your terms. Don't bring me into your, because I am also over here doing what I can, which is a lot, to not bring people in to my mess. I tell people, hey, I'm in a mess right now. So unless you want to be brought into this mess, just turn around and walk away. Go occupy yourself with something else. And I'm grateful that my youngest daughter is old enough to be able to do that, and that the only serious attention she needs is what to eat next. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Every now and then she needs a hug. And after I'm done with this, I'm going to go braid her hair up because she wants 2 French braids now. So, yeah, sometimes your own magic is just dealing with your own stuff on your terms. And if someone else is not dealing with their stuff on their terms and they're trying to bring you into it, maybe this advice can help you help them go deal with it on your own terms. I love you a lot, but I'm not going to sit here and listen to you berate me because you're not happy with your own life or whatever's going on up in your own head. Go take some deep breaths, get a fucking nap in, get something to eat, come back later. And there will be no talk of divorce, period. If you have an attitude, if I have an attitude, we're going to go to sleep and figure it out tomorrow. We're going to take a break, and not really even a big break. Just, hey, go get something to eat, take a nap, do something for yourself, and then we'll come back, we'll reconvene later and discuss whatever needs to be discussed. It doesn't always have to be done in the moment that it's happening. In fact, I implore you to not discuss heated, heavy things in the moment that it is happening, because you're going to say stuff that you probably don't mean. So take a break. Take a 5-minute break. Take a 20-minute break. Take a half a day break. And come back later and go, take care of the things you need to take care of for your own body. Remember, this is the human you were assigned to at birth to take care of until the end of whatever. This is the human. You are the human that you were assigned to take care of. So go take care of your human and then come back later and do whatever you got to do. And sometimes that is the magic, is just taking care of the human that you were assigned to and dealing with your own stuff on your own time. And if other people are coming in and you don't have to listen to it. You can say, hey, I know you're feeling a certain type of way. Why don't you go deal with that? And then we'll talk about it later. They may not like it, but you don't have to listen to them be mean to you because they can't handle their own shit. So, and in the middle of that, you can find your own magic. I know, I go off on a tangent, whatever. Also, be your own sunshine. And while I was with my kid this morning, I was my own sunshine-ish. We laughed, we joked a little bit. I cried a lot. Just Jeremiah and driving. And that's another reason I don't like driving these days. It's not just people and snow and Elkhart. It's Jeremiah got into a car accident and he didn't survive. That's probably the biggest reason I don't like driving these days. I'll drive if I have to, but I don't like it. And no one's going to make me have to like it. I will do what I need, what is necessary. That's probably about it. So, sometimes you'll have your own sunshine and sometimes you won't. And that's okay. Both are okay. You're going to have good moments, you're going to have bad moments. Even if you're not grieving a person, you're going to have good moments, you're going to have bad moments. And it's what you make of those moments. Are you going to pull someone in and make them feel like crap in your bad moment? I hope not. I hope you can learn to recognize what's going on within you, that you don't pull in others to hurt them while you are hurting. But if you're going to pull others in while you're feeling joyous, that's a whole different story. But they might not want to be joyous in that moment that you are. So you've got to pay attention to what's going on around you. I think that's all I got. Remember, find your things to feel grateful for in your own life. Be your own magic. Find your own magic. Be your own sunshine. And if you can't, it's okay. You're going to have days and moments where you're not okay. And that's okay too. I've had about 3 or 4 days where I'm just probably not okay. And that's okay. I'm still getting up and getting stuff done that needs to be done. I'm probably mad all the way through it, but I'm still doing it, whether I want to or not, you know? So, it is what it is. I hope everyone can have a great Wednesday. Be safe. If you have to go outside, cover it up. It's so cold out there. So, I think that's all I got. Misty out.